Hey everyone, it's Chris, the PDX Picker. We're back for another video of items that sold for me on eBay and Poshmark and Mercari. It's going to be a great video. We're going to be covering a lot of topics, including how did my March end up? Did I overcome the March massacre? Plus, we got a lot of items that sold over the weekend. So stick around. If you've been following along on my March journey, I think you're going to be excited to see these results. So after the song, let's get going.
Wanna buy that Farrah Fawcett poster? There's dispensers and a toaster. Don't know why. That kind of stuff you throw away. I'll sell on eBay.
All right, so I am testing out a new microphone. I purposely left this puffball thing on the top because it's funny, but hopefully the sound quality will be decent. Every now and then the sound's cutting out. My last video that was uploaded today, but by the time this comes out, it'll probably be a week or two later, video cut out. So just a little dealing with some technical difficulties, but I'm doing my best here. So good news is, though, today we have 21 items going out for $750. So it was a really good weekend for me. And we're going to go over those March results as well after I pull a few items. But let's go ahead and get started. We will pull some orders and we'll find some things, hopefully, that you guys can be on the lookout for when you're out there sourcing. So very first thing that sold was another one of these employee badges. So my small section here, I sold one of these a couple weeks ago. I have two more still to list. This is the Premier Cushion Spring employee badge. It's like a company, horse and buggy company from the 1800s, and this would be a badge that their employees would wear to help identify themselves. It sold for $18 plus shipping, and I bought that for $5 each. Paid $20 for a lot of four of them. So next item that sold, I picked up at my local church rummage sale that I love so much. It is a pair of Columbia Brierson Stout bib overalls. So these are going to be a nice item if you can find them out there. I bought these for $8. And they're basically hunting pants or hunting overalls. The bib overalls are going to do a lot better than the pants because there are much fewer of them listed. And anyway, these are just nice stout, as they even are called in the name. Basically just pants that are good to wear out when you're hunting to help protect your legs and things. So, all right, this next item, I picked it up when I was down in Southern Oregon with a baseball tournament for my son, and I decided in some downtime to do a little thrifting. I just have to remember what I did with it. It must be down here somewhere. All right, I ended up finding it. I forgot it was still out in my car because I had just relatively recently bought it. But anyway, it is this, it's called a Manners Minder, remote reward training system for dogs. Picked this up for $20 at the thrift store down there, and these are bolos for sure. They don't come up very often for sale. There was every single one of them that was listed had been sold. I think there was like 24 listed and sold, or 15 or something like that. There's like some accessories that probably brought it up to 24 total listings that sold. But anyway, because of the scarcity of the item, I kind of priced it up, and it sold within a couple of days for $74.95 plus shipping on that one. Paid $20 for it, so super cool. We're back in our smalls, and got myself a skeleton key. Is that the right one? I don't think so. I think it's this one. I bought a lot of skeleton keys. Yeah, it's this one. Last summer. Yeah, Corbin P10, and I don't know. I paid, I think, $5 for 10 of them or so. No, I think I paid $10. I paid $10 for like 14 of them. basically a little over $1 each. This sold for $10.80, free shipping, so make about $4 on it. And they're slow sellers, so I wouldn't recommend going out and buying them for $1 a piece. If you can get I don't know, a lot cheaper than that, we can go that route for sure. I sold another pair of Converse, and this was a baby pair of Converse. They're just the cutest things in the world. These are very good shape. I don't know if they've been worn that much, and that's the thing with toddler shoes. Even if they do wear them, and if they are used, they're oftentimes be in good condition, right? These little walkers. So size 4 Converse Chuck Taylor All-Star Infant Sneakers, $16.88, free shipping. I paid $2 for those at a garage sale. The best thing about that is, my gosh, that's going to be so easy to ship. So I probably made $7 or so on that one. Next item that sold is a Wrangler Pearl Snap. All right, I found it finally. 7 minutes later, it was hiding in there. So this was a 3XL. It's the only reason I bought it, but I shouldn't have. It only sold for $10 plus shipping. Paid $4.99 for it, so hardly made any money at all. And sometimes you got to live and learn. That's the price you pay with a lot of clothing items. I buy them, test them out. Hopefully they will make money. Sometimes they don't, but even if they do, they don't in this case, it was still a teeny bit of a profit. And I actually think it's pretty easy to sell clothes. I have a nice setup for it, or to list clothes, I should say. So it's okay. All right, this next item that sold, and after that we'll start going into March results, is this Netgear Arlo base station. I'm pretty sure this has something to do with a home security system based off of the other listings that are out there, but I don't know. I know it's Netgear, it's some sort of a modem type of thing. But anyway, that sold for $19.95 plus shipping. I picked that up for $2.75 $2.50 at a estate sale near me. So not too bad. We'll pick one more thing here. It's this 1080 degree snowboarding N64 cartridge, and not a high dollar one, but $11.90. No. Why did I picked the wrong one. I actually think this did sold, but we're not there yet. So it's actually this Star Wars Episode 1 Racer game, and that one sold for $11.90 free shipping. So just kind of making my money back on those, because some of the other higher item cartridges haven't quite sold yet. Probably going to be lowering the price on those here pretty soon. But anyway, let's go over March. For those of you that remembered, it was a March massacre for me, and maybe for some of you as well. So I was basing this off the fact, may try and get some good lighting here, that my January and February numbers both were record months for me. And so I'm a part-time seller. I don't have huge numbers. I think on average, let's just take a look. Let's take a look back in time, so we can really just give some real numbers here. So, all right, so this won't be exact. I don't want to take the full time to generate all the reports, but you can see that my January 1st through December 31st, 2023, my numbers were $30,619 in total sales, which was up over 37% from the prior time period. So, we're looking at somewhere in the $24,000 range, $22,000 range for my 2022 year. So I am right around that $20,000 to $30,000 level. And then in January and February of this year, so this is my reseller Genie. For those of you that don't have it, it has this nice dashboard where it just goes over your profitability month by month over the previous 12, 13 months on here. And you can see the green number is my total sales. The blue-ish number is the cost of goods, which factors in everything, shipping fees, cost of the goods that you purchased, eBay fees, all that kind of thing. So for January, you can see that's my highest month, which was actually eclipsed just a little bit in February. So for January 2024, we had total sales $3,913.93. In February, we had $3,936.02. And then March, it did go down, but I ended up the month with $3,228.19, which over this past year is actually my fourth highest month. So not at nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. And I think that is almost exclusively due to the strategy, which is the best way to get out of any eBay funk, which is to just list. Keep listing through your down times. Eventually, hopefully, you will find inventory that people want and will be interested in purchasing, number one. And number two, probably more importantly, keeps that eBay algorithm going in your favor. eBay tends to, it seems, nobody knows for sure, but it sure seems that the more active you are in your listings, then the more likely that your listings are going to show up higher in the search results. So I think I made it. I think I pursued and overcame the March massacre. So I'm pretty excited about that. When we go back to this chart here, you can see my April of last year. I think you can hopefully see that. April of last year, I only had $1,970 in sales. So, I do expect those numbers for this month maybe to go down, but maybe not. I don't know. I'm going to keep going on my strategy, or not my strategy, my goal of listing 12 items a day overall. And we'll see. We'll see if we can continue this nice upward trajectory in terms of sales. You know, if we average those 3 months out, so my first quarter sales were approximately $11,000. You know, so if we average that out over the course of the year, which it won't be, because second quarter is not as good as first quarter, third quarter is not as good. So anyway, if we did project those numbers out, I would be on pace for $44,000 for the year, which was almost 50% higher than my last year's total. So I think realistically, I probably can shoot for 40,000 of sales. So here we go. All right, let's get back to pulling orders. We got quite a bit more to pull. Sold a card for my son, $2.99. It is a autographed football card by a guy named Scooby Wright. Played for the Arizona Wildcats. So not exactly a big money item, but can sell those or ship those with the eBay standard envelope, which is $1.12, which is better, of course, than having to pay full shipping on that. So, first class, but or ground advantage, I should say. This next item that sold is a pair of hip waders. Come on, you can do it. Got these at my favorite rummage sale, church rummage sale. Paid $2 for them. I'm gonna lose this soft cabbie. So paid $2, sold for $40 plus shipping. These things are not exactly going to be super fun to ship because they're big and heavy, but basically, imagine these unfold and they're hip waders, size 11. They have this weird thing on the shoe sole. Looks like glue or something. I don't know. I took a lot of pictures and disclosed that on there. And somebody paid $40 plus $20 shipping on that one. So Very nice pickup. Big profit on that one. Next item that sold, I paid $8 for this. It's a PS4 game called Dirt 5. And, it's a good game. It's got a good sell-through rate. It just, I wish I hadn't have had to pay $8 for it, but Dirt 5 sold $20 plus shipping in just a week or two. So, nice and quick. I took an offer on that. Originally had it listed for $25, but I'll take $20. And then I sold an Easter item. I actually have, I don't know, 5 or 6 of these probably 3 or 4 of these Easter animated things that I picked up at a garage sale for like $1 or $2 each. And this guy sold on Easter or the day before Easter. Maybe they had one and it broke when they pulled it out this year for their Easter decorations. But it is a dandy animated duck. He bounces up and down and plays some sort of song. I took the batteries out, but he does work. And sold that for $15.95 plus shipping. So, okay, this next item that sold, I bought this big tote of action figures. They were listing them 10 for $15. Then I ended up kind of sneaking in and just said, hey, would you take $10 for the whole tote? Because they were just trying to get rid of stuff. And they said yes. So there was a lot of stuff in there. I don't know exactly how many pieces. None of it was great. A lot of it was in poor condition. Most of it was in poor condition. But there's still a few things in there that will hopefully make this a worthwhile buy. I put together a whole bunch of lots of like 5 or 6 of the same type of action figure. Some of it's from the late 90s, early 2000s. Again, nothing's great. This is one of the better items. It is a Toy Biz like wall hanging thing. So this is an X-Men character, Sentinel. And I've never seen one of these before. It's pretty cool. Hangs on your wall, and that sold for $14 plus shipping. So on average, I figure I spent about 20 cents an item, probably even a little bit less than that. So let's just say 15 cents. And I paid for that and sold for $14, which is nice. There's not going to be a lot of, I think it's going to be a while before I sell all of those. Not exactly super stoked with that buy. Wish I had paid more attention, but it is what it is. It was only $10. It's not like I'm going to lose a bunch of them. In fact, I'm already in the profit as it is. But it took a lot of time to do the listings, and I only done about 2/3 of them. So, all right, this next item that sold, super cool, I think, and I hope the buyer is going to be pleased with these as well. These are Adidas Americanas that I picked up at my favorite Goodwill for $12.99. And these are Houston Rockets themed. I think you can see on there. You're going to have to take my word for it, but these are Houston Rockets themes. The color scheme is Houston Rockets, the colorway. I can't find any of these listed anywhere on Worth Point, on Terapeak, on anything, most recent solds for sure. So I think they're pretty rare, and I sold them took an offer for $40 plus shipping on that one. So I don't know. I hope that these are in fact rare, not just, I don't know. They came from I think they were in 2007, 2008 is when they came out. So they're relatively old, and they're in very good condition for being that old. So I think no matter what, the buyer is going to be pretty pleased with it. Next item that sold is a Masonic Bible that I picked up for $2 at an estate sale. Some of these Masonic Bibles, especially if they have like leather covers, can be, and the older they are, the better. They can be really good pickups, like $50+. This one sold for $15.99 free shipping, so probably be $5.50 to ship it. So, not a huge money maker, but in general, Masonic Bibles, and you can tell by that, this logo right there is the Masonic logo. And in general, those will usually be good sellers or quick sellers at the very least. So speaking of quick sellers, I was a little bit nervous about this because I kind of listed it a little late in the game, but it is a youth baseball glove. Oh no! It's a youth baseball glove that I just listed a couple days ago. So we're into baseball season. We're probably just about ready to start Little League, maybe. So I made the cutoff, but not in great aesthetic looking condition. But for the kid that gets this, it's in great playing condition. Super nice, broken in. It's a Mizuno Prospect glove. Paid $2 for that at a garage sale and sold for $12.95 plus shipping. So, all right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 5 more items to pull, and I am kind of running out of wind a little bit. Had another busy weekend doing. Well, we did some work on a retaining wall, so I'm going to take you guys on a tour of the house. So I'll show you the handiwork that my wife and I did. And I would definitely give a lot of props and credit to my wife, who did her best and did a ton of really hard work on putting in retaining walls. I'm not a handy guy at all. And combine the two of us, you know, we maybe equal a third of a handy person. But so this is our retaining wall that we put in. It's about 45, 50 feet long, and we did this over 2 weekends. So yesterday we did this section, or not yesterday, this weekend we did this section from there down to there, and a couple weekends ago we did this section. I'm going to plant some shrubs here to help give a little more privacy of our area. But this is our yard and area that, so this is our yard back there. These are our neighbors' yards. So our lots are kind of set up weird in that we actually have two lots over there and a lot over here and our neighbor over there. And anyway, we just are going to put in some shrubs to get a little bit more privacy out here. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys the update on that, the progress we made on that. Again, major props to my wife for she laid the base layer on those, which takes probably the most amount of effort and ingenuity, because like a house, you got to have a strong foundation. A retaining wall's got to have a strong base layer, and she took the effort and time to make sure that all that was level, so that when it was time for myself and my youngest son, who helped yesterday, to go put the layers in on top, it was all nice and level and flat, so we could just go and lay them relatively quickly, all things being said. So, all right, just wanted to take you guys on a little bit of a tour of the work that takes away or that I put in outside of eBay. So like I said, we got 5 more items. Let's pull the 2 items that sold on Poshmark over the weekend. I'm still going to give props and credit to Posher VA. I am a fan of it. I've had to pay twice now, I think. So 2 $25 monthly fees on it, but it's worth it. Like, just for example, one of these 2 sales that I will go over today, the first one are these Ariat Fat Baby cowboy boots. Pretty good condition, a little bit of discoloration on the top, but I picked these up at the Goodwill outlet, so let's just say they're $3.50. It's what I paid for them, and they sold for $38 plus shipping there on Poshmark. So that was a very nice sale. And then the other sale is for sure directly related to Posher VA, so it's 100% Posher VA related, because what it is somebody likes the item, one of your items, and then Posher VA will very quickly send an offer, a 10%, based off of whatever your parameters are, which for me was a 10% offer, and they accepted it, and it's for this Stafford sport coat blazer with the leather elbow patches. This one is kind of shabby in a couple areas, and I did put that in the listing. But these are, I don't know, maybe some people buy these for work, but I think a lot of these sales are kind of like hipster type people that want to, have that nerdy, geeky kind of look. So with the elbow patches are a very good keyword to use, assuming that the blazer does in fact have elbow patches on it. So anyway, I sold that for $26 plus shipping, and picked that up for, I want to say $5.99. Maybe actually it was $3. I don't know. I think it was half off at my favorite Goodwill, and so it was probably, let's just say $5, somewhere around that range for that. So, all right, we have 3 more items, and then we'll call it a day. So this was something I picked up at the Goodwill outlet, and I kind of took a chance on it because it is one of those that is going to be lost in thousands and thousands of listings. But it's this Adidas quarter zip pullover, double XL, so good size. And I mean, nothing remarkable about it other than it being the double XL, but it sold quite quickly. I took an offer, I sent out an offer, 10% off, and somebody bought it. Originally had it listed for $18.95, I think, and they took the offer of $17.05 plus shipping. And I probably spent somewhere around $1.50 or $2 on that item based off of the weight. So just like I thought, the 180-degree Nintendo 64 cartridge did sell. So we are only down to 4 Nintendo 64 cartridges left and 6 of the Sega Genesis cartridges. These 2 are one of the more expensive ones at Pokemon Stadium. I think it's $30 or so. This one's not worth much, maybe 15. We have a couple of Sega Genesis cartridges that are a little bit higher value, but anyway, this one sold, I think, $16.90 free shipping. Yes, $16.90 free shipping, so not too bad. And then last thing that sold, it sold in very short order. I would say less than 2 hours. Just kind of funny. I picked this up at garage sale last year. Bought 2 of these actually. These are these Woody Toy Story pull strings. And I listed the first one a couple months ago. He had his hat. This one doesn't. This Woody is hatless. But I listed the one with the hat for $24.95, and this guy without the hat for $19.95. Like I said, it sold within a couple of hours. Full price, $19.95 plus shipping on that one. They both worked, so I would think the hat would be worth more than $5. I priced it a little bit lower, thinking it might be take a little bit longer to sell, but nope, sold right away. So again, 21 orders, $750, right around there for the weekend. So great weekend. Back to normal, I would say, in terms of volume and the number of sales. And I think the dollar amount is maybe a little bit higher than my average weekend sales over the January and February time period. But maybe most importantly, I can say we officially, I think, defeated the March Massacre. We came out on top. And anyway, guys, longer video. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this content. My videos go all over the place in terms of views. I'll put out a random video that'll get 1,000 views. The next video will get 30. So who knows? I'm just steadily throwing content out there that hopefully you're enjoying. Hopefully you're getting some value from. Please like this video if you did like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you can see more content like this in the future. Hopefully this microphone is going to have some decent audio, and hopefully the video portion will work for the whole video this time as well. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Have a great one out there. Good luck with everything that you're doing in life. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.